So the project today is to make an adapter to fit this, I think it's a Hoover long wand, to a Dyson vacuum. You can see no go. Dyson use, on this vacuum at least, that arrangement for the tools. So what I'm going to have to do is to make a copy of this. I'll measure it using my vernier calipers and reproduce that on Fusion 360, and then add on the end of the part that I create a taper to fit that. It's split, but it's fine, it works. So I'll take you into Fusion 360 and I'll show you how it's done. This applies to any vacuum adapter or anything really. You can make anything in Fusion, but I'll sort of give you a very basic outline. This is a trial version of Fusion 360, but it'll do all we want. Start off, create a sketch on the base plane. Then we draw a circle, and that circle needs to be 34 mils in diameter. Then we go to solid. We'll do a loft to our first step, which is at 50 mils. That creates another surface. Then we do a loft from that surface, and that needs to be 34. Do a drawing on the new surface, and that's the small diameter at the other end, and that's another circle. That's got to be 31. Go back to solid, and we'll do a loft between those two. Great, where's he gone? There he's, a loft from that one to that one. Okay, and then I'll do a shell, modify shell, and we'll shell that, and I want the walls of this to be 2.3 millimeters. What that's done is he's put a bottom on, so we can quickly remove that. It's gone. Now we've got a hollow tube. Okay, so now we need to do the step. That's the part that locks into the Dyson vacuum, and I'll create a loft. Whoops, a loft from there, and that's going to be -10. Okay, create a drawing on there. And then create the small circle, which will be the inner part of the step. We're going to make that 32. And then I'll take that circle, make that bigger. That's just so we can get the groove that goes all around, way around the cylinder. And then I get my solid extruder tool and lift that up. That's got to be lifted up 7 mil. 7. And that gives us our groove. Now the top groove is supposed to have a chamfer on it. So we go to modify fillet. This is an equal fillet. And we add in a fillet. You go too far, like that. That's the wrong one. That's the round over. How did I do that? I thought I picked fillet then. Ah, chamfer we want. Beg your pardon. Chamfer. And we create a chamfer to there. And there basically we have our part. That's pretty much done. If we do an inspection, create a section analysis. There you go, you can see what we've done on the inside. So it's just a taper. and this is the locking part, and that's the part that goes into my vacuum attachment. Turn off the analysis, go to bodies, body, and then you right click body, save as mesh, and then over here it gives you the option to save it as various things, but we want an STL in ASCII 2 in millimeters in my case. Say OK, and then you pick where you want it to save. There we go. So that's the part. Now you can transfer that over to your slicer. In my case, that I'm using Bambu Labs at the moment anyway. And you just import the STL and then do what you've got to do from Bambu Labs. In fact, I'll quickly take you through that. Open Bambu Labs, go to prepare, and then we'll bring in, it's that one, bring in my Dyson adapter. Always puts it upside down, no idea why, but if you change the green axis there, 180, turns it over, and that will print more successfully. I like to, in this case, do an infill of 100 just to give it a bit of strength. It's probably overkill, but anyway, if you do 100 it will tells you off that you have to change the grid field pattern. There we go. And then we slice the plate. Did it really quickly. And although we've got overhangs, they're small enough not for it to worry about it. And we print the plate. So I've printed that out. You can see our chamfer. It's completely hollow. It's designed to match that on the Dyson. So it fits into my old Dyson vacuum. Trigger's a bit strange there, and it's designed to take various vacuum adapters. That's a really long thin adapter. Great for getting into small spaces. There we go. That's another one that I printed. That just takes a standard vacuum wand, and that end is the same as I've just done on the Dyson part to fit that crevice tool, which seems to be a strange size, but you can do. Oh, it's brilliant for making vacuum adapters, that's for sure. There we go. So I hope that's been a help to some of you. Please like and subscribe, and maybe I'll do some more of these videos. Thanks for your time.